friends, MD Vegan. I'm making a new breakfast with a chia pudding, and I recently found, and I've been making chia puddings for a long time, it's wonderful. It's an Asian dessert, a classical one. You get it in all kinds of Asian restaurants here in Berlin. And some, not all kinds, but it's famous. They have a nut milk with chia seeds, and they soak it overnight. Here I soak that overnight. And then you have a pudding. The chia seeds are little nutritious bombs. They are small. I have black and whites. I know black and white. The black one a little bit more nutritious and a little bit more expensive, I guess, because they are so available everywhere. The white ones are a little bit more expensive, but they are whatever you have at hand. This one have been white ones, but well, I do 1 cup of milk and 4 tablespoons of chia seeds, either kind, and then you shake it and let it sit, and you have to shake it for some time, in 15 minutes or so, 3 times or so every 5 minutes, to make sure the chia seeds are all over the milk and not just on the bottom and lump, and then it's difficult to handle. But once after 15 minutes or 20 minutes or so of shaking once again, you have this kind of texture then, and you can put it in the fridge and let it sit overnight. You can also eat the chia pudding after half an hour or so, letting it sit for 20 minutes, half an hour, then you can also eat it. I prefer overnight. I don't know. They all have recipes earlier on when you eat it right away after half an hour or so. It soaks pretty fast. But when you soak it, the gel comes out of the chia seed, and that gel in itself is so healthy because it takes away heavy metals from the body. The gel is amazing. It's for the intestines, very good, and it's super healthy. And then the chia seeds themselves, they have certain fat, the omega-3 fatty acids we need every day. So this fat is super important. You don't get it so much. Chia seeds, hemp seeds, flax seeds, the 3 important ones that have plenty of this fat. And then walnuts, of course, they also have that plenty, and algae. So these 5 are basically the main sources for omega-3 fatty acids. And we eat every day. And chia seed, you need just 1.5 tablespoons. All these seeds, 1.5 tablespoons a day, and you have enough. But you need that for the brain, for the muscles, and for the whole body. So that's very important. And then they have a lot of vitamins and minerals and protein, and so it's a super healthy fiber. Fiber is very important in chia seed. It's very important for digestion, and healthy gut flora, and so chia seeds are wonderful. But what I'm talking about today is what I show you after all these benefits and these tricks, these technical tricks, is something about the flavor. Usually the flavor of chia seeds is considered neutral, but I wonder when you put lemon into chia seed pudding, it gets bitter. So I don't do that anymore. I tried it. Then you have to cover the lemon with other sweets like dates or so. You can make it work, but in general, in these recipes now, I avoid that. I take natural sourness from apples, for example, or the banana is not totally ripe. There's some sour flavor in there. That kind of sourness might work with chia seed, but too sour makes it bitter. So it cannot be that neutral, the chia seeds. They have to have an internal flavor. But when you put coconut milk, for example, over the chia seeds for like a coconut chia pudding, that's the standard in Asia, it tastes neutral. It tastes completely neutral and perfect for making breakfast or desserts. Put a fruit salad on top, or a fruit juice or so, a fruit puree or so, and it's a wonderful dessert or breakfast. But when I put almond milk into the chia seed, now I come to the recipe today, almond milk in there, it's a big game changer. The chia seeds taste completely different all the time. I'll tell you about that in a second, but first I make my dressing, because I have a fruit salad on top of the chia seed pudding, and the fruit salad has a dressing. And the dressing is a cinnamon hazelnut banana cream. Here are the bananas, 2 bananas or so, small handful of hazelnuts. One trick I want to share here, when I make a banana milk like this with nuts and bananas blended, and the nuts are brown with a brown skin like the hazelnuts, I cannot take too many nuts because then the milk gets too coarse. I would have to filter the nuts nut milk through a nut milk bag, and so. But when you take only a small amount of nuts, you can use it and it's not coarse because the bananas have so much fiber that they make the hazelnuts, the brown skin of the hazelnuts, seem smooth. But you take too much, it's not smooth anymore. So I can take only a small amount, but it's enough anyway. And here the same is for the cinnamon. I have cinnamon powder here. It is a bark. Cinnamon is a bark, super healthy, super high in antioxidants, super high like raisins and so. But it is a bark, and that means it's hard. You break it down to powder, it's still hard. It cannot be broken down infinitely. Nuts can be, but the brown skin cannot. Similar with the cinnamon bark, it cannot be broken down too much. It always remains hard, the particles. So I cannot take too much cinnamon, I found. You know, you remember maybe when you see cinnamon in classical cooking, they put a whole cinnamon sticks into the pot and cook it, and then they take out the cinnamon stick because of that. You cannot put the powder into the pot because it is too hard. It stays firm. So they take the stick, put the stick in, take the stick out, and the flavor is in, and the stick is out again. But I only take a small amount of cinnamon here to keep it smooth. That's what I have to say, what I wanted to share with you today. So blend or dance, a little bit of water is enough, blend or dance. The blended dance gives you a lot of inspiration because the music plays and I dance my body to the music at the same time. The brain is so activated like nothing else does that. It's so amazing. Brain is totally activated when dancing, and then I have the greatest inspirations. You're gonna try it. Dancing is the best. Yeah, everything is music, you know. Also can be. So here is my dressing. Looks nice. Yeah, it's a nice texture. It's a little bit runny, but that's good because the chia pudding tastes wonderful. The chia pudding, come to that right now. I'll show you in a second, right? It has to sit for a while. I have to do a second blending to make it really creamy, and then I show you. Here, the chia pudding with the almond milk that I showed you before. I put that now into a glass to serve it to myself, and the dressing has to be runny because this chia pudding, the texture, by the way, I show you how to make a chia pudding. I show you in another video. That chia pudding I show you there has I think coconut milk, I'm not sure. It's linked under this video. When you watch it, you will see, you will find it. And that is the same method. Whatever nut milk you take, it's always the same procedure. You have 1 cup of milk and 4 tablespoons of chia seeds. And then you have to shake it and shake it again and so on, as I said, and then you get your wonderful chia pudding. But the ratio is important, and I show that in that video, and you can easily find it. But the chia seed has this pudding texture, you see. I like that a lot. And when I have the dressing, the hazelnut milk or banana milk, that can be mixed into this pudding, because this pudding is neutral. That means it has no other ingredients than almond milk and chia pudding. I made my almond milk myself, but that's another story. So the chia pudding with the almond milk is the only thing here, and that means it has quite a neutral flavor. But the only thing is when you put and I want to put something on top of it, and I do that with the fruit salad. Put the fruit salad on top, and my inspiration was to put some some apples and bananas. Here, 1 apple, small pieces, and 2 bananas in slices onto the chia pudding, and 1 persimmon. Persimmon is a fruit by itself. It's wonderful. It's a meal by itself, and you can have a persimmon as a whole meal, maybe 2 or 3 or so. But they are so full of fiber and amazing nutrients. Wonderful texture. The fiber is when you blend a chia seed, a persimmon, it gets a pudding texture just by blending it without heating it. So that's so fascinating. And these kind of fruit with high in fiber, they are whole meals because they are so filling, and then they have these wonderful nutrients. So the persimmon is a very special fruit to me, and it's a very nice, gentle, sweet flavor. It goes so nice with chia seeds also. It's perfect, for example, just a persimmon on chia pudding like that. It's enough. When it's nice and ripe, the persimmon, and a wonderful breakfast or dessert. Now I combine it with bananas and apples. That is also a very nice combination to me, bananas and apples. The crunch, the sweet sour, and the sweet bitter softness of the bananas. These two are so nice, perfect together. And the persimmon is right in between that. Let's try. And I will put now the milk, the banana milk with the cinnamon and the hazelnuts onto that. Let's see. These flavors are quite gentle. There's no lemon, no hot flavor, no dates to make it very sweet. It's just pretty simple, not extreme, all the moderate flavors. Apples, bananas, persimmons, very gentle. And I guess that's nice for the persimmon, for the chia pudding with the almond milk, because they have this strong flavor, these chia seeds here, together with the almond milk. The almond milk, when you put an almond in your mouth, and when I chew it on almond, or some of them, like a snack, then I taste a similar flavor. So that seems to correspond. The almond flavor and the chia seed flavor seem to correspond somehow. Very interesting. But so I want to display that flavor. I don't want to hide it, cover it. I want to display it. So I use only gentle flavors here. I'll show you now. First I taste it. Taste my dressing. Let's see if it works. It looks very nice, the texture. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, awesome. A little bit chocolatey. Oh, very nice. Hazelnuts and cinnamon. It's like a little bit of chocolate. It's wonderful. You look. It looks all like that. And then it's also gentle, of course, very gentle. And you see here the effect. The colors are very nice. And you still see the colors, the original colors here. Not too much covered by the milk, the banana milk. And now I'm very excited. I want to see what it tastes like. I have some extra. When I have this. When I eat this up, and the milk is in the chia pudding, it goes into the chia pudding. I put a lot of milk on top of this pudding because I want to have this milk mixed with the chia pudding when I eat it. That's so much fun, to dig into the chia pudding with a spoon and to get some of the pudding out together with the milk, with the juice here, with the cream. The hazelnut cream, the cinnamon, hazelnut, banana cream, so wonderful. And then the new flavors come. The new flavors come into existence. I never tasted that before, and I'm so excited what happens now. So many now. Just since I tried that with the coconut chia pudding, with the first one the other day, I'm so excited what will happen next. I'm looking forward to it. So I found my new love for chia pudding. Tried with different kinds of milk. Plant milk, of course, and this is what I get today to enjoy. Isn't that nice? You can also change always the ratio. This is a small amount of chia pudding. This would be a lot chia pudding, and always accordingly the fruit salad, more or less of the fruit. When you put a single fruit on top, it's also fine. I like it more with more fruit salad and not too much chia seed pudding, but that's up to you. It has it's an original feeling to eat chia pudding. Some people like it, some people like it not. I love it. And whether you have more or less, it's totally up to you. The measurements here are really random. So nice. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy. If you like my videos, subscribe and be vegan on YouTube. Have another recipe every single day. And find me on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and Twitter.